Let's solve merge intervals problem, and we'll understand this problem first. So there is a array where we find some overlap, and when we see the overlap we need to merge that. Like if you see here, there is a interval 1 to 3, or we can just consider like there's a meeting, and that meeting going on, that's from 1 to 3, and there is another meeting 2 to 6, and another one 8 to 10 or 15 to 18. If you see here, there's a meeting that's begin and end time is 1 to 3, but another meeting starts at 2. So that is overlap, because in the same room, like if you see 1 to 3, one meeting is currently going on, and then another meeting starts from 2. So that's here, there's an overlap, and if you find the overlap, just merge that. So 1 to 3, and this starts from 2. So we'll see which is the end, that is the greater one. We need to consider that one. So 1 to 3, and this starts from 2 but ends at 6. So we can merge and we'll make it 1 to 6. So that is, if you see the output, 1 to 6 is one output, and this starts at 8 after 6, so there is no overlap, so that's good. And again, this starts after 10, and this is also good. So we need to find that. Let's see this question asked by the companies. So yeah, you can see the list of the companies. They have asked the question many times. So the way I'm going to solve is, what I do first, I will make this is previous. I can say that, okay, this is the previous, and before that also we need to sort this by start time. Like this starts with 1, then this also start with 2, 8, 15. So we need to sort this first, because this I do not see like it's saying it is in sorted order, but so we need to sort this first. So this can be like, maybe the 8, 10 can be in the beginning, the 1, 3 can be at the end. So if that happens, then we need to first sort. So sort, and then we'll get this kind of data, and then after that we'll find the overlap. So when we find the overlap, the logic I'll do first, I'll make it the previous, and my iteration starts, I will start from this 1, then I will check with previous. So this is my so this will be my current item, and from the current item I'll take this beginning, and I'll check this beginning of this item is before this previous. So yes, of course 2 is before previous. And if I find that, okay, this is the overlap, there is overlap, then I'll just update the previous. So in the previous one, it starts from 1 to 3, I'll just make it 1 to 6, because if the 6 is greater, then I can update to 1 to 6. So first I will check if there is a overlap, and if I find the overlap, then I will check like which number is greater. Like, so in that way we know that we'll make sure that one starts the meeting starts at 1 and end at 6, and we can merge this. So I can do this, and then I will also keep adding this whole item, and in this way we'll get the output. So let's see the code for that. At least you got in the idea. So first I will sort this. So in a Golang, there is the function sort.slice. I can use this, and then I can pass this intervals, and it will sort the item, and then I can write one function here, int, and will return bool, and here I can say return intervals I less than. So I want to sort this based on this beginning number, then I, and I can say 0, and intervals j and 0. So in this way the intervals will be sorted based on this start time. So once I have sorted this number, then after sorting I can maintain one variable. I can say the previous. So previous, in the previous I can put first item intervals 0, and then I can start my loop from the next item. So I is equal to 1 and I less than length of intervals and I plus plus. Okay, and now I can check the condition, like if there is a overlap or not. So I will take this item. So this is, I can say that that's a current, so I will make it current. So my current is intervals I, so that's my current. Now I can have the logic for the overlap. So I'll check the current beginning. So that means if current 0 is less than previous end, so previous, so the previous end is 1. So, and if this is the condition, then in that case I can check, like which is, I can check like if this item, if this is the current end is greater, then I can update the previous. So for that I can check if current 1 is a greater, greater than this end is, current end is greater than previous end. So that is prev. So I can just write prev, previous end. And if this is a scenario, then I can update this previous. So I can say previous 1 is current 1. So in this way, I updated the item when we find the overlap. So if overlap, update previous, else. And in this condition, if there is no overlap, then we can add this in a result. So we need a one variable output. So we have output, and that's a 2-dimensional int, and I can come here and I can update output, append output, and then I can add previous item, and I can make previous current. And let's run this code, and then we'll come back again and dry run with some of the example. Return output. So at the end we are starting from 1, and if there's just one item, then we need to add that also at the end. So after the for loop, I can run this one more time. Undefined intervals. This is there a spelling mistake? Let's copy and paste intervals. Nine undefined current, so that's a new variable. Wrong answer. 1. Okay, this in this example. Okay, so if it is less than equal to, so then you need, because in this time this number is not less than this. And what is the output? Expectation is 1.5. So we need to check it's the for the overlap less than or equal to. We need to check that condition. Accepted, submit. Okay, we'll come back and just run for this, just dry run for this. Like in this case, we found the overlap 1, 3 and 2, 6. So we found the overlap and we updated the previous 1, 6. So previous became 1 and the 6, the beginning item 1 and the 6. That's the logic we put here. We updated the previous 1. So this is the previous item, and this is a 0 and that's a 1. So we updated 3 to 6. So we got the 6. So yeah. So that's happened in a first iteration, and then I comes to this place 8 to 10, and here we'll check if it is if there is overlap. So it will check with the previous, and still we have 1 to 6 in a previous, and there is overlap, and so there is no overlap. So in this case it will add the previous item 1 to 6 in a output. So 1 to 6, that will be added here, and now the current becomes previous. So the current is 810, so now 810 becomes previous. Now when we come to this place, we'll check with previous. So now this is the previous. If there is overlap, no overlap, so we can add 810. So go to the else portion, and we can add 810 in output, and we are done. And then this becomes the previous. That was the current, and current becomes previous. So come out of the loop, and at the end we can add this previous also in a output. And if there is just only one item, so in a 1-3 we made the first item to previous, so made it previous, the first item, and so there won't be any logic. I mean, this for loop won't be executed because there is just one item. Then come out, and if just one item, add to the output. So that's all. Thank you.